Right, well, I would say you're not going to believe this, but unfortunately, it seems with every day that passes, there's another Labour either balls up or some stupid idea which is going even worse than what we would have had before. Now, of course, this has even got me more madder than I have before because they're playing with our safety, in my opinion. I think that's an utter disgrace. But what am I going on about? Well, they're flipping open the prison gates up for 6,000 peoples. And I'm not talking about low-level crime, which was rumoured before. No. I'm talking about hardened, serious offenders like killers, rapists, sex offenders, the whole lot. Letting them stroll out early under this sentences shake-up, and I don't know about you, but I personally think that's a disgrace. Thousands of these worst sorts freed before they're served their full whack, all because apparently the jails are bursting at their seams. The first 700 in September, then more waves rolling out like some grim conveyor belt or some Freddy Krueger nightmare. But this is not just a dodgy policy, this is raising a middle finger to public safety, isn't it? And making a total mockery of our justice system. And therefore, wouldn't future criminals be factoring these early releases into any crimes they're thinking about committing, like they're booking some sort of holiday? I mean, just imagine it. I mean, no, mate, you do the deed, behave for a bit, and then you'll be out in half the time. It's absolute madness. And this should have never been allowed to happen, in my opinion. It makes me wonder, to be honest, what they'll think of next, doesn't it? And yeah, okay, they not only keep going on about jails being full and hardly any spaces left, but here's a radical idea for you. Build more prisons, or perhaps keep the new prisoners on something like the Bippy Stockholm until it's all sorted. It'd be like a very own version of the Rock, won't it? Floating there, creeping the criminals on ice, if you want to call it that. But under their new rules, apparently, violent and sexual offenders can be out after half of their sentences instead of 2/3, and short-term ones after a third, but only if they promise to play nice and do a few rehab classes. But over 5,000, expected maybe hitting 6,000, are going to be eligible for this, it seems. The critics or anyone with a brain cell is obviously spot on because victims are going to feel like their justice has been nicked right from under them. And we're not talking about petty shoplifters here. It's perhaps paedophiles, rapists, seriously violent types. The good news is, or partially good news is, there's other people like Dr. Kieran Mullen and Nick Timothy have hammered it home. Killers and evil rapes gang sorts should stay banged up where they belong, not back on the streets terrifying everyone. Police and prison bosses are worried also that it'll spark more crime with victims blindsided when their attacker rocks up years early. Even with tags and supervision and the promise of recall if they slip up, it feels, I don't know, like a massive gamble, doesn't it? The ministry, of course, bangs on about inheriting a crisis, as they always seem to be doing the Labour blame game. Who shall they blame this time? Apparently, they're planning to build 14,000 new places, pumping cash into probation. But come on, sorting out the overcrowding by emptying the cells quicker, that's like, if anything, trying to fix a leaky boat by chucking the passengers overboard. And I don't know about you, but I think this experiment, if you want to call it that, risks the whole system going pear-shaped. Public safety first, remember. That's what they should be prioritising, not these soft touch stunts. We've got to get tougher, not softer, before all this unravels. But anyway, what do you all think about this? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you all very, very soon.